Hello everyone, I am Ayush Aswal of VBA 6th semester and I'm going to give the presentation on the subject project management. And my topic I'm going to discuss is how can a project manager monitor and evaluate the project? Why abandonment analysis for the projects is considered as mandatory? So starting on project monitoring and control. Now, evaluation and comparison of actual measured result against those planned is the fundamental principle of project monitoring process. Whenever there is a variance, corrective action is required to keep the project on schedule and to the budget. The inputs are the project plan and progress reports that contain data collected from the project team where progress deviates significantly, and this usually means outside of a predetermined tolerance limit. It is important to identify the underlying causes and to take corrective actions. Now, how can a project manager monitor and evaluate the project? Now, monitoring is the systematic gathering and analyzing of information that will help measure progress on an aspect of your project. Ongoing checks against progress over time may include monitoring water quality in a catchment or monetary expenditure against the project budget. Now, project monitoring cycle. Now, this is the project monitoring cycle we have. The first and the foremost step is initiation. The second is planning, what to do, how to do. Third is execution, executing the plan. Next, monitoring and controlling, checking whether things are going according to the plan or not. And the final, closure. Now, monitoring process. First, get the data about the current status of your project. Next, measure and compare. Compare with the baseline plan, highlight any deviation, make a projection based on the current data, and then assess and replan. Decide whether corrective actions are necessary or not. If so, plan, document, and take the corrective actions. Monitoring and controlling activities. It involves tracking, reviewing, and regulating project progress. It includes status reporting, progress measurement, and forecasting. Reports on scope, schedule, cost, resources, quality, and risk. Controls project and project document changes. It includes control of scope, schedule, cost, and risk. Formalizes acceptance of deliverables. It records quality control results. Implements risk treatment plans and action, and administers suppliers. Now, key results from monitoring process: progress and status reports, plan updates, risk registers, change request, work products, and deliverables. Now, project evaluation. The project evaluation process uses system analysis to gather data and reveal the effectiveness and efficiency of your management. This crucial exercise keeps project on track and informs stakeholders of progress. Every aspect of the project is measured to determine if it's proceeding as planned or not. Now, types of project evaluation. The first, pre-project evaluation. Now, before you can start a project, you have to evaluate the viability of that particular project. The second is ongoing evaluation. Now, it's crucial to monitor and evaluate the project while in progress to make sure it's meeting the planned expectations or not. The third, post project evaluation. Now, when the project is finished, it takes some time to evaluate what worked and what didn't work to learn from your mistakes. Abandonment analysis. Abandonment is the act of surrendering a claim or interest to a particular asset. In securities market, abandonment is the permitted withdrawal from a forward contract that is made for the purchase of deliverable securities. For instance, in some cases, an option contract may not be worthwhile or profitable to exercise, so the purchaser of the option lets it expire without being exercised. Abandonment of business asset. Now, the abandonment of business asset requires accounting for the asset removal on the company's financial statements. Abandonment typically results in a loss affecting net income and is reported on the income statement. If using the indirect method when creating the cash flow statement, the section of cash flows used by operating activities reflect non-cash related activities affecting net income. The loss incurred on the assets abundant is included as an adjustment in that section. And the final, abandonment clause. Now, abandonment clause may be a part of an insurance contract allowing the owner to be abandon damaged property while still receiving a full settlement. The insurance company when owns the abandonment property, such clauses are common in the marine property insurance policies on home at a greater risk for flood or other damage from natural disasters. For example, when a boat is lost at sea, recovering the boat is more expensive than replacing it with the proceeds from insurance policy. Thank you so much.